Anderson with you. We have a rematch of our semifinal last night between Northern California and Georgia Red. Georgia Red will be the visiting team as Cody Kraus sends that one to right, and a catch and foul ground by Diego Cardozo for the first out of the game. Northern California knocked off Georgia Red last night 13-10. Their ticket to this morning's championship. Georgia Red will need to knock off the team from Northern Cali twice to take home the crown. Up comes Luis Garcia. First pitch knocked down by the 5-man, and there will be no play. Zach Day will hit third. Greg Hoke will pitch, he'll hit fourth. Garrett Atkinson, Chauncey Davis, Nick DeSantis, Jorge Sequeira, Alberto Gonzalez, and L.C. Berry. And fans are still making their way here into the park of the four-legged and two-legged variety. That's a shot to right center. Will stay in the park. Now will be caught by Esteban Ziola. Makes it out number 2. Northern California defensively in the outfield will be Diego Cardozo in left, and will be working behind Nick Aranda, who will be pitching. Esteban Ziola will be in center. Justice Aranda in right. In the infield, we'll see Gage Silkwood at first, Robert Diaz at second, Rob Garcia the 5-man, Tanner McIntyre at short, Mateo Romero at third. And behind the plate and doing the catch in Riley Cleary. Deep is ball 4. Hope takes the walk. Hope will walk and will be lifted for Cody Kraus, who will run at first. 2 on, 2 out. Garrett Atkinson throws to left. Cardozo is there, and that retires Georgia Red in the first. They get a base in and a walk, but they strand 2. Northern California with their first swings of this championship game coming up after this. We go to the bottom of the first. Northern California with their first at bat in our Challenge Cup Championship game. Victor Anderson, glad that you're with us on USSSAlive.com. It's the men's D Division final, as Justice Aranda will come to the plate. Slice, and that will stay fair inside the left field line, and Aranda will slide into second with the leadoff double. So Aranda first pitch gets the ball that stays in play. Up at second. Robert Diaz up next for Northern California. He'll be followed up by Esteban Isola. That one would drop into right field. Justice Randall will stay put at third. So first and third for Northern California to start off their bottom of the first. Iola now up. Ball to L.C. Berry to get the second for one, and that's all they can get. So they'll take an out for a run in this instance. And Northern California takes the early 1-0 lead. Out hitting cleanup, Tanner McIntyre. We'll give you the rest of the NorCal lineup. After that shot to left center field, that will go all the way to the fence. Zola has to hold up at third. So second and third for NorCal with one out. Diego Cardozo coming up next, followed by Riley Cleary, Gage Silkwood, Mateo Romero, Nick Aranda, and their five-man, Rob Garcia. To center. Garcia back, makes the catch. Both runners will tag. They will come up, they will advance. Moving up and scoring is Isola, makes it 2-0 Northern California. So a productive out, bringing home the runner and advancing McIntyre to third. Up comes the catcher, Riley Cleary. Cleary with the laser to right, goes over the left fielder, Nick DeSantis. Cleary slides into second. McIntyre scores, 3-0 NorCal.
Hey, Tanner, where's Tanner? Hey, that shit was fucking nasty.
DeSantis, if he maybe takes a step back and then leaps, he probably at least gets the glove on it. Maybe makes the catch. Silkwood hits the liner over to second, and that will end the inning. But not before Northern California picks up a big 3 runs in the bottom of the first. In this men's D Division championship, Northern California leads 3-0. On to the top of the second we go. Victor Anderson, glad you're with us here at Space Coast Stadium. Chauncey Davis, Nick DeSantis, Jorge Seguera coming up for Georgia Red, trailing 3-0. In our men's D Division championship game. Davis gets underneath that one. And the 5-man has to spin over, makes the catch. And a little gimpy is Rob Garcia. Picks up the first out of the second. Out comes Nick DeSantis. Sanchez to right. Over to Justice Aranda. Made the adjustment. Makes the catch and 2 quick outs for Georgia Red. Now here comes Jorge Sequeira, who's their 5-man. Gotta put the ball in play right now for Sequeira. Set up Alberto Gonzalez. He does, but hits that to Garcia. Throws him out at first, and that's a 3-0-3 down frame for Nick Aranda in Northern California. All the momentum in favor of the West Coast. Northern California still up 3-0 as we head into the home second. Moving on to the bottom of the second, Northern California trying to make this a 1-game championship, leading 3-0 over Georgia Red. Anderson and the rest of our USSSA Live team on a gorgeous Sunday, set to be afternoon very shortly here in the Space Coast. Mateo Romero will lead things off for Northern California. Bottom third of the order. Romero takes the strike. There's Romero, Nick Aranda, Rob Garcia, and then if any of them reach the line, will turn over Justice Aranda. Fly ball to deep left. In foul ground. That would have been an out nonetheless, as Romero fouls out to left. Nick Aranda faces opposing pitcher coming up for the first time in this championship game.
Trust the plan right here. Let's go.
Sends that the other way, but out of play. Right to left, and that will be in the capable gloves of DeSantis, 2 away.
Let's go, Rob. Let's scratch one here.
So 2 away. Now brings up Rob Garcia. Go a bit deep. Not on the plate. Thought he was gonna get that. Thought he was gonna get that spot, but just hit the plate at the last second. Back to the top of the order, and Justice Aranda. Knocks it down, slips, and rolls out to second, and he just get that over out at second base, and that ends the inning. Hogue literally had to toss that on the ground to get it over to Segura, who was covering second, and they barely, and I mean barely, get out Garcia to end the inning. 2 complete. Northern California still up 3-0. Shallow right center, shallow left center, an easy catch by Esteban Lazola as he gets Alberto Gonzalez to fly out for the first out of the top of the third. Victor Anderson, glad you're with us. Northern California got a 3 spot in the bottom of the first, and they've melted hold up so far thanks to the strong pitching of Nick Aranda as he will take on L.C. Berry. And the lineup will turn over with Cody Kraus. Northern California knocked off Georgia Red 13-10 last night. Got a pair of home runs during that 6th inning to send the team from North Cali to the championship game today. Georgia Red got a 5-run top of the 7th to knock out South Florida. Straightaway center, and that one will be gone. No, caught at the fence, round number 2. Esteban Lazola made a great read and timed that jump perfectly to make the catch. Makes a nice leaping catch, picks up the second out. And I'll bring up Cody Kraus. Kraus fouled out to left, almost hit a little bit shorter than when he did back in the first. To left, that one will stay in and will be caught by Cardoza, and that ends the inning. So Nick Aranda has now retired 7 in a row. Northern California is still with the 3-0 lead as we head into the home third. Going to the bottom of the third. Northern California with a 3-0 lead in our championship game in the men's D division in the USSSA Challenge Cup. Tremendous weekend of slow pitch softball here at the Space Coast Complex. Victor Anderson, the rest of our USSSA Live crew with you. So take a look at Robert Diaz set to lead off for NorCal in the bottom of the third. It'll be Diaz, Ziola, McIntyre, and then behind them, Cardoza and Riley Cleary. Nice backhanded play at third by L.J. Berry, and he makes that throw with time to spare. So one away. Nice play by the third baseman, L.C. Berry. Here comes Ziola. And a catch on the one right against the fence to Rob Berry of a home run. Hits that right to Segura, the 5-man. One hops that over to first, and Zach Day, 2 down in the NorCal third.
We're too quiet. Come on, Tanner. Gotta want it. Come on, Tanner. Here we go. Start up.
Here comes Tanner McIntyre.
Come on, Tanner.
McIntyre sends that to right center field. Bass Garcia, that one will be gone. So McIntyre with the solo gives NorCal a 4-0 lead, and that's their first home run. Here comes Diego Cardoza.
Diego, hit your gap all day. Here we go.
Back up the middle to the 5-man. Throw today. That will retire the side, but not before Northern California picks up another run on the solo shot by Tanner McIntyre. We are through 3 in our men's D Division championship game. Northern California extends their lead to 4. Top of the 4th, you see Luis Garcia leading things off. He'll shoot that one over the short. McIntyre makes the throw low to Silkwood, 1 down. A lot of first pitch outs recorded by Nick Garanda and this Northern California team, as Garcia was favoring a little bit over on the, taking over at the first base coaching side. Zach Day, Greg Hoke up after that. Another one over the short, and Tanner McIntyre got on a 2-hop, and it'll be an easy infield single. McIntyre with the infield base hit, and now, actually that's Zach Day with the infield single, and here comes Greg Hoke. Northern California with the 3-run first and got a solo blast in the second inning, and the third inning from Tanner McIntyre. Has them up 4-0. That's to right. Justice Aranda goes back, will make the catch, hugging that warning track. They will tag up and we'll move to second. So 2 down. And I'll bring up the right fielder, Garrett Atkinson. Atkinson smokes that to left, and that one will go out of the fence, and that one will be gone. So Georgia cuts this deficit in half with their first home run this morning on a 2-run home run by Atkinson. Now 4-2. Here comes Chauncey Davis. Right over to short, McIntyre again. This time, Davis beats it out. Shot by McIntyre. A hop right in front of Silkwood was enough for Davis to beat out the throw. Just over the shortstop. That will roll all the way to left center field. Goes all the way to the base of the fence. Davis will come on home from third. Sliding in safely, feet first. Garrett Atkinson all of a sudden tying run standing over at third base. Nick DeSantis now over at third. Jorge Sequeira draws the walk. Out comes Alberto Gonzalez. California now up by 1. And will still trail by 1 as Isola had to get on his knees to make that catch to end the inning, but not before Georgia Red cuts the deficit down. They pick up 3 runs, 2 of them off the home run by Chauncey Davis, Garrett Atkinson, and Georgia trails by 1 as we head into the home fourth. California. It'll be Cleary, Silkwood, Romero. Then any of them reach, it'll be Nick Aranda and Rob Garcia.
Ready to go now, so what? Go. Ready?
All over to Segura, makes it on target throw to first to pick up the first out. As the sun is really coming out right now. Here's that second look at that ground ball. Segura charging in from that five-man position. One out, bottom of the fourth. Northern California up by one. Ryden. Nice job tracking over by Atkinson to make the catch. So 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. And I'll bring up Mateo Romero. Actually, we'll see a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Kyle Wood. Nick Aranda will hit next. Soft line to left center into the waiting glove of Luis Garcia. And that ends the frame for Northern California. And go down quietly and in order for complete. Georgia Red trailing by 1. Top of the fifth, as L.C. Berry will lead things off with Georgia Red, trailing by a run. Berry, Kraus, Garcia, and then followed by Day and Hoke. Victor Anderson with you here at Space Coast Stadium as we finish up this Challenge Cup for the men's D division. Berry hits that one to the 5-man Rob Garcia. Over to Silkwood at first, out number 1. Got to the top of the order, Cody Kraus. Kraus 0 for 2, both outs to left. Hits that the other way. Nice backhanded pick by Silkwood. Steps on the bag with the tip of the foot, 2 down. 3 unassisted, and now here comes Luis Garcia. Garcia now will drop down in front of center fielder Lizola. Will be a 2-out single. And it continues, and here comes Zach Day. Day to left, but the wind coming in will help knock it down for Diego Cardozo. To end the inning for Georgia Red. They get a 2-out single, but leave the runner stranded. Heading to the bottom of the 5th. Northern California still up by 1. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Northern California up 4-3. Trying to win this men's D division of the USSSA Challenge Cup. Georgia Red trying to force the if necessary game. Victor Anderson here with you in our USSSA live team here at Space Coast Stadium. Aranda, Garcia, Aranda coming up, and then behind them, Diaz and Lizola. Aranda leading things off for Northern California. Flew out to left in his first at bat. That came in a second. Back kicks off Cokes. Throw to first base, and a good recovery by Chauncey Davis, and does out Nick Aranda. Chauncey Davis hustling over, trying to get that ball. Hit off the glove, and that carry went over to Davis, and he still gets to throw out Aranda by a step. So 1 down for Rob Garcia. Garcia takes that strike.
Hey, where did you see that, guys?
We'll drop into shallow center field for a 1-out base hit. Garcia, second time he's reached base in this championship game for Northern California. And I'll turn the lineup over with Justice Aranda.
Let's go.
Justice today doubled and scored in the first and reached on the fielder's choice back in the second. So swinging out, it's going to be foul. That will go well into the stands, out of our vantage point. to left will stay in the yard for DeSantis. Ace to catch for out number 2. Garcia tries to tag those third, and oh, he had him and then he dropped it. Segura thought he had it. Oh, it's 2 down. And take a look at the replay one more time. I thought he may have gotten that hand in the... That was close. That was close. He had an inning double play, but missed by just inches. And here comes Robert Diaz.
Come on, Rob. Hey, we need you all. Score that run.
Right, will sink down. I will drop in, and I will bring home Garcia. He makes it now 5-3. Segura keeping still frustrated about what he thought should have been that third out on the tag at second. Iola takes that in deep. Ground ball to Davis. Goes to the first, and that will end the inning. But Northern California picks up a critical 2-out RBI and gives them a little bit more breathing room. 5 complete. Northern California up by 2. Greg Hoke leads off the top of the 6th. Takes that ball a little short of the plate. Georgia Red down 5-3. Victor Anderson here with you here at Space Coast Stadium. Full count. Hoke moves that to center, and I will bounce off the fence, take a little awkward carom. Hoke will end up at second with the leadoff double. Bring up Luis Garcia, who will be the courtesy runner at second base. Saw Georgia Red come from behind before to get to this championship game. Atkinson goes past the diving center fielder. Garcia will round third. He will come home easily. Atkinson with an RBI double, and Georgia Red again cuts the lead down to 1. Georgia has shown tremendous resiliency throughout this tournament, and showcasing it once again. I see Davis up. Davis to left center. And he will, for a second, thought he was going to give Georgia Red the lead, but instead has an out at the fence. Atkinson will advance to third. Now comes Nick DeSantis with the tying run, standing at third. They appeal to second to see if he left early. Umpire says he did not. 5-4 Northern California, about in the top of the 6. Eats up the shortstop. That'll tie up the game. DeSantis brings home the runner from third. And Georgia Red ties it up at 5. So DeSantis with his second RBI in this championship game. Bases empty, 2 down for Jorge Segura. Each team with 1 home run already. To right, that's gonna go over the head of Justice Aranda. Segura will end up strolling in at second. Here comes Alberto Gonzalez. Gonzalez grounded out, walked. And actually, he's 0 for 2, a pair of flyouts to center. Shoots that's due to left side. He'll bring home Segura. And Georgia Red has come all the way back and takes their first lead, 6-5. L.C. Berry takes that a little deep. He saw Georgia Red do this in the 7th inning versus South Florida. Trailed 7-3, put up a 5 spot. Won that game 8-7 to punch their ticket to this rematch versus Northern California. Very nice pick by the 5-man. And almost a collision. I say they get him over at second base, and that is the inning.
Hey, here we go. Get that lead back.
For a second, they thought that the pitcher was the one that attacked the bag, but not the man who got the ball. Nonetheless, Georgia Red with the lead, headed to the bottom of the 6th. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Tanner McIntyre in Northern California trailing 6-5. They led 4-0 after 3 innings. Georgia Red picked up 3 of those runs back in the top of the 4th. Northern California got a run back in the bottom of the 5th, and Georgia Red with a 3 spot in the top half of this 6th inning. Trying to remove the if from the if necessary. McIntyre, Cardoza, Cleary, and then behind him, Silkwood and Mateo Romero. Sends that to right. Kobe Garcia calling off his right fielder Atkinson and makes the catch. One away.
Let's go, Diego. Come on, DC. Hey, don't press, guys. Hey, we need at least one here. Let's go. Diego. One, aim for two. Let's go. One, give me one.
So one down for Diego Cardoza.
Come on, Diego.
Cardoza sends that one up the middle for a base hit. You saw Hoke and Segura both shifting over towards the second base side, and that's exactly where Cardoza hit it.
Hey, unload. 5, let's go. Give me this lead. Right here.
Now out comes Riley Cleary. Deep to left, will that stay fair? Nope. Foul ball out of play.
Come on, Riley, you all right?
Nope.
Come on, Riley, you swing, let's go. Let's go, Riley. Hit one hard. Don't change nothing, let's go, 5.
Timeout for Segura to get his shoe wear in order. Northern California trying to come back and take home the Challenge Cup. Georgia Red trying to send us to a final. Ground ball to second. They'll flip it to the middleman for 1. Over to first. They get the 2. They get the double play, and that ends the inning. So an inning-ending double play sends Georgia Red to the top of the 7th, looking to add to their 6-5 lead. Wind starting to pick up on this Sunday afternoon as we head into the top of the 7th. Georgia Red with a 1-run lead. Slice is foul. Top of the order up for Georgia Red. Cody Kraus, Luis Garcia, Zach Day. Victor Anderson here with you. Nick Aranda on the rubber right now. I will find a home in the left for a leadoff base hit. Now comes Luis Garcia. Garcia 2 for 3. He also scored as a courtesy runner. Undercut that one. Over the left to Cardoza. 1 down. Now for Zach Day. Sends that up the middle. Go first and second, one down. Craig Hoke now up. Sends that to left center. Will that one leave the yard? It will not, and that's a nice diving catch in left center field. That saved at least a run, if not more. Cody Kraus thought that hit the ground. Ends up, hits the back of the glove of Isola. Nice catch. So 2 down. And Georgia Red will have to rely on Garrett Atkinson to pick up those 2 runners. Liner to left. Now be caught by Cardoza. That ends the inning. Georgia Red cannot get any insurance. Northern California needs to take home the Challenge Cup. We'll see if they can pull it off when we come back to the Space Coast. Bottom of the 7th inning, Northern California down a run. Got saved by a diving catch in deep left center field by Esteban Isola, and will set up his chance for his team to try and come home with the Challenge Cup. Victor Anderson with you here at Space Coast Stadium. It will be Gage Silkwood, Mateo Romero, Nick Aranda, Rob Garcia. Georgia Red trying to hang on and force the if necessary game. At ball 1. Northern California has 2 home runs at their disposal. Silkwood trying to use one, but instead will fly out to right. 1 down. Here comes Mateo Romero. That's the left, slicing, foul, and just out of the reach of Nick DeSantis. DeSantis gingerly heads back to his posts. Playing that no doubles defense, down or up a run. One-run game, bottom of the 7th. To left center, that one will find a hole. Will bounce off the fence, takes a hop. Mateo Romero now the tying run in scoring position. Northern California hoping that their pitcher Nick Aranda can get them one hit closer. Wonder if we're going to see a pinch runner here for Romero, trying to get some more speed on the bases. And see Brett Kadich will come in to run for Romero at second.
Hey, way to fucking check in right there, Mateo. That a boy. That a fucking boy.
So Kadich on representing the tying run. Nick Aranda at the plate. Rob Garcia on deck. Ground ball finds a hole through the right side. They're going to send Kadich. Throw will be cut off, and Northern California ties it up at 6, and the winning run is on at first. What a clutch swing by Nick Aranda. Kadich will come back on and serve as the courtesy runner at first. So now up comes Rob Garcia.
Let's go, Rob. Go, Rob. Come on. Yeah, your horse. One, let's go. Nope.
And it gets inside. And remember, Northern California still has 2 home runs available here, so they can afford to be a little bit aggressive.
Okay, you seen it? Strong hand, Rob, right here.
Over to right, that will fall down for out number 2. So 2 down, here comes Justice Aranda. Aranda having a conversation with Coach Garcia. As Greg Hoke having his own conversation with Cody Kraus and the rest of his infield.
Let's go. What do you say? What do you say, little bro? Come on.
6-6, bottom of the 7th. Brett Kadich, the winning run over at first. Left center field, Garcia uses his speed. He will make the catch. And it will head to extra innings. Northern California ties it up. Leaves a winning run stranded. On to the 8th, tied at 6. Extra innings here in the Challenge Cup. On to the top of the 8th. Chauncey Davis set to start the inning for Georgia Red, followed by Nick DeSantis and Alberto Gonzalez. Davis finds a hole. And I'll start off the inning nicely for Georgia. Adrian Anderson back with you at Space Coast Stadium. Up comes Nick DeSantis. He's driven in a pair of runs this afternoon. Gets a hold of one to left, and that one will stay just in the yard. Georgia thought DeSantis hit that one out, but instead it's a fly out to left. One away. Davis tags up, goes to second. It was Jorge Sequeira now up. Sequeira crushes that to right. Now will stay in play, but the right fielder loses his footing. Davis will score. Georgia regains the lead. Sequeira slides into third. Ball gets away. Sequeira thought about going home, but will have to settle for a go-ahead triple. It looked like it was going to be out number 2. But the right fielder lost his footing. Guerra trying to catch his breath and hoping that Alberto Gonzalez can pick him up and give a much-needed run of insurance for Georgia Red. And he does. 8-6. LC Berry will so Thomas will come on and Uzuma will take over at catcher for Gonzalez. LC Berry now with his team up by 2. Deep to center. Back at the base of the wall, comes under it, makes the catch. Out number 2, throw to second, and they say they got him before he re-tagged up. Thomas thought he got thrown out, and he's pleading his case to second base, and watch the tag right. Another close play at second base. They say they got the tag on the fingertips of Thomas. He's still pleading his case, saying that he might have been safe. Thomas is still arguing his case, but his team is still up by 2 as we go into the 8th. Georgia picked up 2 in the top half. And now Northern California will look for a response in their half. Victor Anderson back here with you. It's Men's D Division Challenge Cup Championship. Zola, Hannah Corn to right center. Garcia's there, makes the catch, 1 down. Actually, that was Robert Diaz who flew out. Now Zola comes to the plate. Back up the middle. Segura behind second. Throw is scooped. Day can't scoop it up. The throw was there, but Day couldn't collect it. And that brings up Tanner McIntyre as the tying run. And again, we want to stress the importance. Northern California has 2 home runs left in their pocket. But with the wind blowing heavily in from left center, if they get too much, if they get underneath it, could be a routine out with this athletic and rangy outfield for Georgia Red.
Oh, come on, Blue. Can we show that a tight shoot? Lindor ain't ready. Hey, get that man Bill. Lindor ain't ready. Get that man Bill. 4 times now, Blue. I'm gonna speak English, huh? Hey, get a translator. Let's go. Duct tape. Come on, Tanner.
Ground ball back to Cruz. Toss it to second for 1, over to first. Double play, and we will have an if necessary game. So Georgia Red picks up 2 in the top of the 8th. They hold Northern California scoreless. And we will have the if necessary game coming up. Eight innings is what is needed, and Georgia Red picks up the victory, and it'll be a rubber match for the Men's D Division Championship in the Challenge Cup. And Georgia Red pull out 1 more victory late, like we seen from them earlier today. We'll have